on Valtopia now. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm in Missouri this week still with my kids and my parents, and as you can hear, I've been a little bit sick. The pollen here is crazy. There's literally white fluff balls just floating through the air, and yellow pollen, and all kinds of things going on. And so my sinuses are like, yay, Missouri! Hi, Dina. Hi, Joanna. How are you guys? Thanks for joining. So I'm not going to be on too long because my dad has to go and I got to watch my own kiddo. We're going to go swimming in the pool. Hey, Shanna, how are you? So I'm just going to share this into my group, which if you guys haven't joined me yet, if you're a creative, creationary living person of the new earth and beingness, then you want to join me in my group, Divine Brilliance for Visionary Leaders. And we're going to pull a card for the day, and we're going to talk about the energy of tuning in and staying tuned in no matter what conditions are happening around you, because you're in charge of regenerating you. That's what we're going to talk about. So hang on a second. And I want you guys to put in the comments how you're doing and what's going on and all that good stuff. And I'll probably be on like 15 minutes or something. Hi, Armine. And then, we'll be back to next week. Probably be back to LA next week. I'm flying back next Wednesday. So listen, yesterday was the summer solstice, and I felt this beautiful connection to all of us radiating in a beautiful circle. I truly am beginning to experience a different level of knowing and feeling on another wave. I've been asking for support and seeking out the kind of answers that you get from yourself and from others who have experience doing this, and I'm finding that certain tips and certain ways of looking at how you do tune inward can increase your attunement, let's say. And there are levels of the awareness that change as you hold yourself back, as you meet resistance, right? And you think that's as far as it goes. And it's about finding the level of to feel safe and to allow yourself to expand into and more of your own awareness of what's really going on, what's going on around you and within you, right? And so, hi Lisa, hi Reza. I see all these people joining, but it says there's only 3 people, so I'm wondering if people are popping on and off or if the signal's bad. Can you guys hear me and see me? How's the signal? How is everyone? Hello. So I'm going to pull a card for the energy of the group. I've been thinking a lot about Valtopia and what we're doing and how we're creating the strength and resonance and self-empowerment that allows us to create life like we want it to be, right? Rather than feeling imprisoned with someone else's vision or someone else's box. And that's what I've been calling divine brilliance. And that's what we talk about in my group. And that's the kind of people we have in our group sharing their own love that comes from their own heart and their own guidance that allows them to operate and live in a life that's open and not feeling constricted or like, oh, somebody else made me do this, so I'm just stuck. Nah, right? So I was saying yesterday I felt the summer solstice energy, and it was illuminating. That's a good way to put it. There was just this energy, and then also beautiful energy of connection and definitely sisterhood that I felt. And we're coming into the new moon, which is when we always get to think about what we'd like to leave behind and how we're going to create the next moon cycle and how we're going to be in it. So, let's pull a card to see where we are post solstice, pre-moon energy to give us some guidance and something to think about. Because sometimes when we're in between the different stages of energy, we can be clouded by others around us. And hey, Shelley. Having some guidance that is coming from someone with whom you're connected or from yourself can awaken you to really what you want to follow. Not just reacting, but acting with purpose and intention, right? So, and let me know how the summer solstice was for you, if you're able to get out in nature and enjoy it, and what you're doing for the new moon, and how your summer's starting. Ooh, look at this. I love these cards. This is the, I've been using for the last few weeks, if you've noticed. Hello, darling. Hello, Molly. The Cosmic Tribe Tarot. And so, all right, so 9 of Swords is what we have. Dina spent the summer solstice at the Grand Canyon. Yes, that's amazing. I love that. Amazing. So this is the card I'm pulling for everyone today. And then probably as much as I can do for now, because I got to go watch Charlie. But the 9 of Swords. Let's have a look at what we have going on today, everybody. Oh, ooh, listen to that. 9 of Swords, squelched imagination. Like a punishing ancient god, the murderous thoughts return yet again. Something somewhere isn't good enough. I know exactly what this is about. This is awesome. Fee, fi, fo, fum, it smells the blood of a worthless one. Hi, Missy. Hey, Aaron. The thought shouts as it stomps around the china shop of self-esteem, smashing the carefully crafted wonders and shattering the porcelain rainbows of imagination. In the corner, frightened, a child huddles and unconsciously squeezes the life out of her own dreams. Honey, listen to this. This is exactly what I was going to talk to you guys about today on Valtopia TV, and then I sort of was winging it. In the card, I love you. Thank you, guys, for keeping me on track. In the card, the murderous thoughts appear as tooth-like swords ripping the life out of a small bird. Swords, when straight and clear, represent clear thoughts. These swords, however, swerve and look rusty. They represent a child's environment or an adult's inner voice that has been corrupted by emotional or physical abuse. Children are easily wounded by the negativity of the rusty swords. In response to abuse or neglect, they withdraw a part of themselves to protect it. And like the bird in the hands of a frightened girl, the naturally joyful spirit is crushed. Oh, this is so on point. If the pattern of abuse and withdrawal persists, the menacing swords and the frightened girl become internalized, and we become the abuser and the abused. And then even as adults, we reenact the horrible drama by abusing our spirits with a self-critical inner voice that prevents us from creating and living freely. Once again, we are caught up in the act of crushing our bird-like spirit to save it from the monster in our minds. The monster in our minds. Okay, so let me read the divinatory meaning. And should the 9 of Swords crush your reading, it's time to save yourself. Are you overly self-critical? Are you heavily critical of others? If so, the life-denying monsters in your head may have been planted by your parents, your teachers, or a cruelly competitive culture. You can spend a lifetime in miserable servitude to nastiness, or you can take the swords from their hands and kill the monster yourself. No matter their source, you are now both the big bad monster and the innocent little girl. And both are catching you up in the same tired old drama where your spirit is crushed. If you face your fears and start killing the monsters now, you can begin to break this cycle and move on with your life. This is exactly what I wanted to talk to you about today. The topic I was going to put was what's stopping you or keeping you from illuminating from within or your own divine brilliance. And the truth is, we all come set with programs that we learned as kids and that we do by rote for our own children. And no matter what, there's a truth that's aligned to our inner nature, and then the one that our mind tells us to keep us in line, to keep us in society, to keep us doing what we're supposed to do. And some of the things that can keep you from owning your own brilliance and being aligned with yourself and illuminating from within and feeling that divine connection and living in your divine purpose are thinking too hard about what other people think that isn't tuned into your own guidance. And the thing about that is, just like what it was just said, if it's done by rote and it just keeps happening, it's not connected, it's not illuminating you, it's not guiding you, right? Perfectionism, that's part of worrying about what other people think. Having everything have to be just so and so perfect, and not being present in the moment of what's coming through you, of where you are in time space right now as the divine power that you are and the light that you are. And we are coming through some turbulent times. And in order for those of us who have had so much preparation, awakening ourselves to our own beautiful gifts and awarenesses, we must stay in tune with our own light and awareness and anchor the light in through us and regenerate ourselves daily with ritual, with connection, with community, and those that support us and keep us luminous. Because not everybody in our life is going to be able to keep us luminous, and that's not their job. It's our job to regenerate and love ourselves and to say, no, that's the boundary of what works for me, and that daily check-in about what is my purpose, how do I bring in the light, and how do I regenerate and change everything to match what's in my heart, not what I've just been told to do and that I'm actually really hating right now and that I'm miserable and I'm a victim and blah, 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 you know? What do you think about all that? Let me see. Beautiful message. Live for now. The monster is locked up. Well, and you're free. Oh, I'm glad the monster's locked up. We don't have to lock him up. We'll love him away. Just change the root of thought, right? And that's some of what we do with this energy work, and with talking and awareness, deep awareness. And so I'd love for you guys to come into the group, into Divine Brilliance, and talk about some of the things that keep you from your divine brilliance and your own luminous being and creativity and passion. These are, if there is resistance around you, and if you do feel like you're in a box, there's something to be seen there. There's a reason you came to find your way out of that box, because when you find your way out, not only do you change yourself, you change the box. The box is no longer there. You create the example of there not needing to be the damn box. You know what I'm saying? So thank you so much, you guys, for joining me. Misty says, crystal grid recipe creation for this today. Yes. And all past is away. Yeah, I mean, it's important to look at the past and what shaped you and then honor it and honor what comes forth, because that's how you can pull it out and create something new. I love that that's the card that came up. I think it's really beautiful. Yeah, step outside the damn box. I know. For some of us with stubborn minds and who've been trained real good, it can be, even though I have an amazing sense of intuition and strength that's always guided me out of the box, thank goodness, thank universe, I have a really strong mind and training and conditioning that also keeps me wanting to go right back in my box, right? So, thank you guys for joining me today. I gotta go look after Charlie, and join in the group. Maybe while Charlie is watching TV or something, we can pull some more cards and talk about this some more, because this is what's going on, baby. And get ready for that new moon. If any of you guys would like a special new moon reading accompanied with some sacred soul alignments for whatever does come up that doesn't feel like it's allowing you to be your most expansive self and to really honor who you are in your visionary brilliance, I'm here. I'll be back in Los Angeles next week, and I'm going to be moving into a new place. I'm really excited. I'm going to try to pick something that's just going to just be a beautiful backdrop for Valtopia and for my clients. And I have new artwork coming. I'm doing a lot of my own energy work with mentors and myself, and I'm just morphing daily. So there's a lot of excitement on the horizon, and some beautiful artwork that's definitely coming. So I love you guys, and thank you for joining me, and I'll see you in the group. Divine Brilliance for Visionary Leaders. If you're watching this replay, come and join us. Bye.